Hi everyone, Ryan Cavanaugh from Rocktagon Sports and Music Network. We've got a very special presentation for you this Friday, October 11th, as the Rocktagon Sports and Music Network will broadcast live the Midwest Fight Series from Indianapolis, Indiana. Midwest Fight Series, one of the top organizations in Indiana, has partnered up with Rocktagon, and we will broadcast live on Rocktagon Worldwide the 17-fight card. Today I'd like to look at the main event as Joe the Superhero Lile takes on the Revelator, John Morehouse. Joe Lile is one of the top prospects in the entire Midwest, undefeated as an amateur. Started his career 4-0, including a knockout over the very tough and durable veteran, Clint Anderson, back at Rocktagon. Joe Lile came into that fight 3 for 3, 3 wins, 3 submission victories, and he showed off his hands. The hands taught to him by his professional boxing father as Joe Lile was growing up. Knocked out Clint Anderson, first person in MMA to do so. Last fight out for Midwest Fight Series, Joe Lile ran into Kevin Lee, another fighter, undefeated as an amateur, 4-0 at the time as a professional. Joe Lile knocked him down at the end of the first round, but it was Kevin Lee who took Joe Lile's back, submitted him by rear naked choke in round 3. I spoke to Joe Lile and he says his cardio failed him. He had never been that deep into a fight, but that will never happen again. Lile has been working running and jumping rope in the morning, before practice, after practice. Joe Lile says cardio will never again be a problem. The question is, did Joe Lile learn from that fight? Will we see an even better Joe Lile than we saw when Rocktagon was last in Indiana? For him to pull off a win, he's going to take on another durable, tough veteran. John Morehouse comes in with a record of 9-5, fights out of the jungle in Orlando, Florida, and this young man is a throwback fighter. He's been in a lot of wars, and he is a nitty-gritty fighter. He's the kind of guy where the fight doesn't start until he exchanges punches with the other guy's face. And Morehouse says he doesn't have aspirations of being in the UFC, although he brings in a 9-5 record. And it takes him back to the days of when he fought for Dave Strasser's organization in Wisconsin. The days before regulated rules were put in place in Wisconsin. The last fight before the legislator put in rules in Wisconsin featured a main event with John Morehouse, and this fight was no rules, no gloves, and no time limits. Truly a fight that our forefathers in MMA would have been proud of. John Morehouse brings that kind of style and that kind of attitude into the cage on Friday night against Joe Lile. He's a throwback fighter, and he loves getting in a war. We'll see if he gets one more war when he takes on the superhero Joe Lile. Rocktagon Sports and Music Network presents Midwest Fight Series. It's October 11th, Indianapolis, Indiana. You can also check it out at RocktagonWorldwide.com. For all these great events and more, check out RocktagonWorldwide.com. I'm Ryan Cavanaugh, and I'll see you at the fights.